Dr. Dre aneurysm. I'm going to do this video today, but I officially go back to work tomorrow, so I might not be able to upload as much content as I would like, but I will continue to post. So I want to discuss Dr. Dre's aneurysm. So Dr. Dre, you probably all heard of him. His real name is Andre Ramel Young. That's why it's called Dr. Dre. See with Andre there. Known professionally as Dr. Dre, is an American rapper, record producer, audio engineer, record executive, and entrepreneur. He is the founder and CEO, another three-worded abbreviation there, Chief Executive Officer of Aftermath Entertainment and Beats Electronics, and was previously co-owner of Death Row Records. Interesting name that, with so many rappers who get murdered by the numbers. I came across this image of Dr. Dre on social media. And look at this, 201 reactions, 56 comments, 71 shares. Well, the Jesuit order equals 201. Society of Jesus equals 56. And the Society of Jesus equals 71, if you put the in front of Society of Jesus. So it's just mockery. I think the Society of Jesus is behind all of this. I'm not sure if Dre actually has a brain aneurysm. I'm not sure if he was poisoned. I'm not sure if it's just another distraction, but whatever it is, it's not like organic, in my opinion. So here, Dr. Dre suffers brain aneurysm and is in ICU in LA. Another three-worded abbreviation, ICU, intensive care unit. So ICU equals 33, which is no surprise, and masonry equals 33. And the word Jesuit equals 21, and this incident occurs in 2021. Aneurysm, the word, equals 35 and 46, and Catholic equals 35 and 46. These are the same ciphers, by the way. And I think the Society of Jesus is behind all of that. They run the record labels. Okay? They run it all. If they tell you that Dr. Dre is the CEO and founder, no, he's not. He's the face. Please don't believe the likes of Dre and Eminem own these record labels, Jay-Z. Jay-Z Rockefeller Records, that's just hilarious. Look into the Rockefellers. J.D. Rockefeller, the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds and all of that. You think little old Jay-Z actually owns his own record label and he gets all the profits. Andre Ramel Young, like I said, it's Dr. Dre's real name. The fact that I saw the 84, I was like, are you kidding me? And also the 204 is significant with the announcement of him having a brain aneurysm. So Andre Ramel Young equals 84, Jesuit equals 84, the Jesuit order equals 84. I always think of George Orwell's book, 1984, where he predicted what would be happening right now, the big Jesuit. And it was announced here, Dre had a brain aneurysm on the 204th day of his age, and Andre Ramel Young equals 204. And I think there's some sort of Kobe Bryant connection with all of this, because Kobe's connected to everything over the last year or so. Well, he died. When did he die? January the 26th. So just under a year. And obviously, Kobe wore the number 24 jersey. And 0 has no value in gematria. There's a few other Kobe connections as well. But this news also comes 27 weeks after the divorce was filed by Nicole Young on June the 29th, 2020. So he was married to Nicole for 24 years. And look here. How Andre equals 24, his first name, and Andre Ramel Young equals 204. 0 has no value in gematria. I find it interesting as well how she filed for divorce in June, which is the 6th month, the satanic number. There's a couple of sixes connected with Dre. And Dre equals 27, and the word ritual equals 27. I've said I'll do a video on the 27 Club of how like Amy Winehouse died at 27 and Kurt Cobain and numerous other artists, because the word ritual equals 27. It's outrageous. Jimi Hendrix. And I kept reading these headlines about Dre being a music mogul. Again, MM. Turn it sideways, like 33. Music mogul Dr. Dre suffered an apparent brain aneurysm on Monday. I like the word apparent. I'm really not sure he actually has a brain aneurysm. On Monday, and is currently receiving treatment at Los Angeles Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. Many celebrities have died here, by the way. It's very interesting. And people say, well, it's Los Angeles. That's where celebrities live. What do you expect? It's like, okay. Music mogul, look at it. It equals 56. That big number I talk about in every video. 56 and 191. So Andre R. Young equals 56. Society of Jesus equals 56. Brain aneurysm equals 191. And Society of Jesus equals 191. Remember, there's 4 main ciphers. So certain words or expressions can have multiple values. So again, Society of Jesus, the Jesuit order, the Masons, whatever you want to call them, they're behind all of this. It's all by the numbers. 55, the news was announced whilst he was 55 years old. And some interesting words equal 55. God equals 55. Satan equals 55. And Dre has won 6 Grammys, another 6. I don't think he's going to be winning another one. Probably not going to live for much longer, unfortunately. Judas equals 55. Lie equals 55. And I don't think he has a brain aneurysm. Monday equals 55. And that is the day it was announced that he had a brain aneurysm. Again, even to the day that they announce these things is connected to the numbers. TMZ, which stands for 30 Mile Zone, always seem to be the first to report. It's another 3-worded abbreviation. They were the first to report the Kobe Bryant death. You know why? Because they know it's going to happen. TMZ is run by the Jesuits. It's clear as day. And these 3-worded abbreviations are getting out of hand now. I see them everywhere. 46 and 14. I've done a video about 46. But it was January the 4th, 2021 that it was announced he had a brain aneurysm, and that has a date numerology of 46. And it was also the 46th week of his age. So if you do 4 plus 1 plus 20 plus 21, it equals 46. An aneurysm, as I've mentioned, equals 35 and 46. Rap equals 46, and there's so many rappers that die with connection with the number 46. Sacrifice equals 46. The date can be written 4-1 or 1-4, depending if you're in the United States or the United Kingdom. So it can be seen as 41 or 14. LA equals 41 and 14. And Dre was born in Compton. Would always rep California, Los Angeles, him, the likes of him and Snoop. It was announced in 2021. And if you do 20 plus 21, it equals 41. Rap artist equals 41, and let's not forget that Kobe Bryant died at the age of 41. And if you type Kobe Bryant into the Gematinator, it has a value of 41. So there's some sort of connection. Again, this news happening in January. Kobe died last January. Probably a good chance Dre's going to die in January due to complications. 77 is a big number. Just have to look into 9/11 for that. I'll do a whole video on it. 77 is a big number. Death Row Records equals 77. Secret Society equals 77. Sacrificed equals 77. And Funeral equals 77. I think Dre will be dead soon. I really do. Unfortunately, his time's up. These people sell their soul to the devil, as you call it. No, they sell their soul to the Jesuit order for fame, fortune, wealth. And they usually get these people young through broken families, low socioeconomic status, and a lot of them are not very well educated. And it's not just rappers, it's musicians as well, and actors and athletes. I look at Ronaldo. He came through, he had no money growing up. Wayne Rooney, no money growing up. Marcus Rashford at the moment, who seems to be in every headline, he came from a really poor family. It's what they do, and it's sick, to be honest. So these celebrities, they're either taken advantage of, they have talent, and they come from broken families, and they're easily manipulated, or they have the bloodline, the part of secret societies. It's very hard for the average Joe, however much talent they have, to make it to the top. It's very difficult. And people might say, oh, well, no, it's just, you're just jealous. You're just jealous. It's like, no. The last thing I would ever want to be right now is a celebrity where I basically become a puppet of the Jesuit order. Another headline, Dr. Dre issues statement from hospital. I'm doing great, quotation marks. So I was like, okay, I'm going to type that into the Gematinator. I'm doing great equals 67. And I know that number is connected with sacrifice. So sacrificed equals 67. Blood sacrifice equals 67. Dre was treated in the same hospital where Biggie Smalls died. Again, Biggie Smalls' death was suspicious, as was Tupac's. He released a song in 2011 called I Need a Doctor. It featured Eminem, his understudy, and Rihanna, another Jesuit puppet. And I Need a Doctor equals 67. And there was somebody in the comment section that said they like to hear me sing. So here we go. I'm about to lose my mind. You've been gone for so long. I'm running out of time. I need a doctor. Call me a doctor. I need a doctor, doctor, to bring me back to life. Well, it seems that Dre needed a doctor to help him recover from a brain aneurysm. It's just a joke. 38 is a massive number, and it's the number connected with death. Dre was a member of the NWA, another three-worded abbreviation. I won't say what that stands for, because YouTube are very delicate and they'll probably remove my video. So NWA equals 38. The word rapper equals 38, like Dre was. Aftermath equals 38, and he's the CEO and founder of Aftermath Records. Think about Shady Aftermath as well, is connected to that, Eminem. And then founder equals 38, death equals 38, murder equals 38, RIP, another three-worded abbreviation for rest in peace, equals 38. Beats by Dre, his famous headphones that all the NBA players would wear to promote it. This is what they do. It's all connected. They run all of entertainment, the Jesuits and these secret societies. I actually was bought a pair of those headphones a few years ago and I was delighted. But again, they use his name, but that money's not going to Dre. It's going to the people who own Dre, the Jesuit order, equals 38. Maybe he will die 38 days away from his birthday, and today is currently 43 days. So maybe 5 days away from his death. I'm not saying that's going to happen. That's not a prediction. Okay? But if that does happen, then it's just a joke, to be honest, if that does happen. Additional notes. It was announced he had a brain aneurysm 201 days after Kendrick Lamar's birthday. And Kendrick Lamar is obviously a really talented musician, very famous. He's signed to Dr. Dre's label. Dr. Dre's label. I think Dre may die on the 8th of January, which can be written 1-8. Brain aneurysm equals 61, and 61 is the 18th prime number. Also, the reflection of 18 is 81, and ritual equals 81. There's also a chance he may die at 56, the big number, and that's 6 weeks away. So that would be interesting. Imagine he dies on his 56th birthday. I just don't know what I would do if that happened. And then you got Eminem or Marshall Mathers again, another MM, turn it sideways, you got a 33, like Master Mason. Well, his most recent album was called Music to be Murdered By. Again, look at these M's. Music to be Murdered By, and I was like, oh my word. And all these rappers that have died in 2020, it's out of control. Literally dead by the numbers. Again, I've done a video about that. And it went to #1, of course. They dictate what goes to #1. I'm telling you, even if nobody bought the album in the world, they would tell you that it was #1. They manipulate the views. They tell you what's #1. And then if it's #1, you believe, well, I like it as well. I want to be part of the group. I don't want to be a black sheep who doesn't like this, because this is the thing that we should like. It's #1, everybody. Again, they manipulate numbers, views, likes, how many people follow. It's all manipulated. And I find this interesting. So the upcoming Super Bowl is Super Bowl 55. And obviously it was announced that Dre had a brain aneurysm at the age of 55. And then I saw that the Super Bowl is going to be played February the 7th, which can be written 2-7. And I've discussed all the Dre connections with 27 and how ritual equals 27. So again, maybe he dies the day of the Super Bowl. Imagine that. Imagine that. Or maybe it's a shout out to the LA Rams. Although I don't believe they'll win it, but maybe they will. maybe it's a sacrifice for them to win it, because there's a lot of sacrifices when it comes to these franchises winning major events. It happens a lot. So we'll see with that one. And again, I'm not predicting the LA Rims are going to win the Super Bowl, but if they do, you know why. So there we have it. Dr. Dre. Does he have a brain aneurysm? Was he poisoned? Is it just a lie to distract us? Do you think he's going to die in January due to complications? Imagine again, he dies on January the 26th, exactly a year after Kobe dies. There's all sorts of things that could happen here. But there's some decode. Like I said, I'm going to be officially going back to work tomorrow. I won't have as much time to do this decode. I stay up till like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. doing this. I won't be able to do that now. I'm going back to work. But I'm very grateful to all my subscribers, the people who are leaving comments. I hope you're learning what gematria is. I hope you're learning to see through the matrix we live in, to see through these scripted headlines. Once again, I'll leave the Gematrinator link in the description box so you can play around with it, learn what every number means, because there's a lot of significant numbers. I've discussed numerous ones: 201, 56, 67, 47, 74. Honestly, I don't believe every number has a significant value, but I've come across at least 7 or 8 that do. So thank you for supporting me. Again, I have a Patreon account. I currently have 5 subscribers. I've just set it up. I give them betting tips there. They've been doing very well. I give them additional content. And it's only $5 or $10 a month. I can promise you over the year, you will make that money back with the tips that I give you. I've just put up a decode of who will win the Champions League. I spent 2 months doing it. I've backed them. Everything's going to plan with them. So again, if you back that and it comes in, you will cover the whole subscription fee. And you're going to be part of a truth community, which is amazing. You're going to learn what gematria is, how to use it, how to decode the matrix. So if you want to sign up, I'll be very grateful. If not, thank you for watching this video and take care.